those sets that we used to always put up years ago. Don't need a box or nothing. Cut a pole and ready to use year after year. Just got a V-notch in here and sit that pole in here. And then I put my bait on the pole, wire it, and then I put spruce boughs on top of it so the birds won't get to it. 4 nails, and then you clamp your trap onto it, and then 1 spruce bough over the top so they don't jump over. They'll want to go right for that bait, and you want it as close as you can to your bait. Bit of lure on here. Just the trap is all you need. Pretty simple setup. Bit more time to set it up at first, but this pole will be here forever, or a long time before it rots out. Then it's pretty quick to set up. All right, I want to show you how much mass these cougars have got compared to wolves. They're just pure muscle and so dense. This cougar is small. $83 pounds, just under 83 pounds, and that's a small female. And the wolf we got the other day, 81 pounds. I still haven't skinned him out, still partially frozen. So there's the size difference in the wolf and that cougar, and they're both right around 80 pounds. It's incredible the density of these cougars. There's just pure muscle. There's no loose skin on them, and you'd swear that wolf was way heavier. Just the length of it. Huh. Anyways, yeah. Impressive. And here's these paws now that I got them side by each. I was just telling you here not too long ago how the paws have the 3 high spots on it. 1, 2, and 3 in the middle. When you see a track, you can kind of tell the difference. And then the wolf only has the 2 high spots on either side, and a way rounder track on cougar. Kind of hard to tell when you just have them up like this here, but when you see the tracks in the snow, you can clearly tell the difference between a cougar and a wolf. And that's our catch. Missing 1 coyote here. That cougar ate the one, so ended up bringing one coyote home, and then 2 lynx and 2 fisher. It was a good day yesterday. One area where, while skinning lynx and coyotes, not so much wolves because I skinned the front legs out, but coyotes and fisher, lynx are pretty easy actually, but I really got to watch my elbows. I've been getting lots of tennis elbow by yarding on these things. I guess I'm not 20 anymore. You can reef on them and get them off here pretty easily, and just by pulling on them, but I really got to watch my elbows, so I kind of developed a little way to loosen up this part when you get to the front legs. It's always tight here. So all I did was cut a little piece of conduit and on an angle, and it helps so much just to dig in there. It's not sharp because it's plastic, and I cut it on a bit of an angle just to help it get in there. And if you need bit more assistance, a bit of sawdust always helps, and it's so much easier just to get in there. You can really push that right through. Just always a kind of a problem area, so a bit tougher, right? But it's so much easier to push it down and get into that spot between the shoulder, so to speak, and the neck. Especially in here is always a bit tough. By having this here, you can kind of work it, and so much easier on my elbows. I don't get that tennis elbow if I use my brains a bit more, if you want. So I'm almost all the way through here, and then I'll go to this big screwdriver and basically just push it through, and then just so much easier to get it going. Just a thought anyways. Just have to sell a trapline wolf bait here. Got ourselves a coyote. But we also got some bigger animals around here. Sure looks like a wolf track to me. We'll check all the other snares and see if we get lucky here. He came and checked this coyote out. Never tore him apart though. Not too sure where that wolf went next, but he turned around and went out that way. Well, let's see if he got a little curious here and maybe got in one of our other snares. See that coyote come through here. Went around this snare. We got another coyote here. That snare was just over there. I don't see any wolf tracks right around here yet. More coyote tracks. I hate that when the coyotes come in first, because when they get caught, the wolves kind of know there's something going on, so very skittish. This is one of our pole sets, like I showed you before. Just a running pole. You can do this in kind of a easy way to do it if you don't have boxes. Very efficient set. One doesn't have too many boxes, and once it gets started, it's a good way to do it. Yeah, nice big Marten. I set a 220 on this one for Fisher. You could do it with 160, even 120s if you wanted to. But for Fisher, you're better off with a 160 at least. On the north trap lines, Buddy Wayne is using his rig this time around. Brought the Feb trailer this time, a bit easier to haul the bait around. Back to the cabin. Check the line, see what we get. Doesn't take long for the birds to find us. We're on the bait already. warm up the cabin and hit the trail. Checking out the snares here at the one wolf bait, and coyotes have been around, and we got one here. Nothing for wolf sign. But we'll take it, I guess. Huh. Yeah. Get this guy cut out. Snare was set up right here. Been slow today. Not even seeing any tracks. Fresh little skip of snow, but not seeing anything or catching anything. Yeah, well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Well, one more coyote to skin. Got another fisher boarded. Gonna dry him up here. Just finishing off these Lynx. Just about done. This fan really does a nice job. You can see how it's nicely fluffing up that fur. Really does a nice job. Got Marten up there. Weasel. I only got 3 coyotes up there so far, but I got another 6 in the freezer, and that wolf as well. I skinned them out, but I still got to process them. And then a few of our Lynx from this season. 3 fisher, 4 with the one I've just flushed tonight, and another Marten. We didn't do so good on the Marten this year. Something to do with all the fires and whatnot, but barely any tracks out there, and same goes for fisher as well. Lynx, there's no shortage of them. And coyotes, Jesus, between the 3 trap lines, I'm sure I could have caught 100, but the prices are so low, I'm not even really going after them. Such a waste, you know. They're all these people that are against fossil fuels, you know, protesting against oil and gas and trapping and whatnot, showing up with their synthetic coats made out of oil products, which I don't know if they know or not, but and yet coyotes are such a renewable resource sitting right in front of their nose, and abundance of them too. Such a waste. Even when the prices were good, there was no shortage, and now there's definitely all kinds of them everywhere. Oh well, they're all trying to protect the world apparently, but I'd just like to know what the solution is. If they're not up for fossil fuels and fur, what's their alternative? Power? That's gonna work. Oh, they're gonna make their coats and mitts. Just no alternative. Everybody's so good at protesting, no solution. Anyways, the season's tapering off here. She'll be down to wolves and God, coyote. And then I'll probably set some beaver traps as well and catch a few otter. Alright, things are slowing down, but we'll see. Hardly any snow and any frost at all, so it's hard for me to set any leg holds for wolves. So that's kind of screwing me up as well. And there hasn't been too much activity this year for wolves. I mean, there's some, but hit and miss. Alright. We'll catch you on the next one.